Yo, what is going on in the stream? I got some crazy lag going on. Who we got watching? I see somebody's in the chat. I probably came on a bad time. There's probably somebody I'm bumping up against. I'll give this thing a few more minutes, see if anyone comes on. All right, well, almost 3 minutes. We're gonna have to get this thing rolling. I got stuff to scrap. I feel like I'm missing something. Nope. See if anybody shows up. Might have to show off some coins. Anyone who jumps into this later on the replay, someone asked me to save them keys off my keyboards, so that's what I'm doing. Typically they just go into plastic recycle. And they're getting lucky because this keyboard's actually not like totally disgusting. There's probably actually nothing wrong with it. I guess nobody wants to hang out with me. 5 minutes in, and not one person. But I bet you if I put giveaway or something like that in there, I have everybody and their brother jumping over here in the stream. The one person's probably me. Let's see. Yeah, probably a bad probably a bad time to go live. I see JB Coins is running, Raven Hawk Coins is running. I see Mikey DY DSS is on. Silver giveaways will probably be on. It's just that time. But that's okay. All right, the Stacking Kid is in the house. What's up, kid? I'm good. Busting down a keyboard. Somebody asked me for the keys of my keyboards, and I just so happen to have, I don't know, 5 or 6 of them to bust down for silver and copper. So that's what I'm doing. Where are the rest of the younglings at? This summer I might do some smash the electronics stuff with a sledgehammer. Do some like donation stuff or something like that. What do you want to see me smash? Donate to the channel. I'll break stuff. Yeah, I think somebody would donate to the channel to see me smash a 55-inch TV with a sledgehammer, don't you? This is a very new keyboard, so I'm not sure how much the silver mylar will be in this guy. What did I get from International Stacker? There's a video on my page. I got a cool little 10-gram silver bar from Dubai. And I got a Roman coin, a couple coins from Ireland from when he was with Silver Limey. I got a British, I forget, it was a, hold on, I got it over here. Booyah. My International Stacker pieces. Shilling. 2 shilling. That's what it was. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. Too bright. Camera hates me. Some days it works perfect. Other days it doesn't want to focus on anything. You probably cannot see that. Anyway, I got that. I got these 2 coins from Ireland. I don't know. They don't want to focus either. Nothing wants to focus. This little Roman coin. You're not missing much. You can't really see anything anyway. And this cool Arab Emirates gold 10-gram silver bar. That's what I got. Yeah, he's a cool dude. We did that, and then I got a 64 Washington for one of the giveaways, and a standing Liberty quarter for a giveaway. So that was pretty cool. This thing's got not much worth anything, this keyboard. Little tiny board. Got some gold bond wires in it though. So, right in here, there'll be gold bond wires behind this black blob of epoxy. And then these should be 3 LEDs that each should have a gold bond wire in them. And these capacitors will have, these MLCCs should have silver in them. So, I'll remove them later. Okay. Garbaggio. Garbage. Yeah, I mean, it takes a ton of stuff, but I have a ton of stuff, so eventually when I get to that point, I'll have some grams of gold. The key to this stuff is it's free. it doesn't cost me anything except for my time to sit here and live stream. So it kind of gives me a little bit of content. And I don't know if this Mylar is silver or not. I don't think that it is. It might be, but well, I'll put it with the rest of them, but I don't know. I don't think that it is. And that's it. That's your new keyboard. Bunch of plastic. Whole lot of nothing. Oh, so you take electronics part two, huh, kid? That's cool. I have a whole garage full to take apart. I'm a little behind. And I got about 50 hard drives to go pick up. So I can turn them into stuff like that. Morgan there. I picked up this weekend. It's cool. Yeah, if you're referring to this, usually these traces are silver. Um, but based on the color, they don't look like the ones I've taken apart before. So I'm wondering if they are silver or not, or if they've changed to something cheaper. I mean, maybe not, but they just look different compared to the other ones. So I'll just throw them with the rest of my Mylars, and then eventually I'll soak them in bleach and remove the silver. And if it's not silver, it'll just stay there, and I'll just throw it away. Try not to shake the table, but can't do it, Captain. So what else you doing tonight, kid? Just jumping streams? So you say that you buy all your silver with your, what is it, your little produce stand, right? Well, that must work out pretty good. I guess you grow everything. What do you have, a farm? Yeah, I know you sell produce at your local farmers market. I'm just wondering, do you grow it all yourself? Oh, that's right. You did say you run out of little, you have a little space. So that's cool. I mean, you must be doing well, as much silver as I say you purchasing. Now, I take it you have winter crops, or are you getting ready to do spring? Oh, well, that's cool. So you're making like $50 a weekend? So that makes sense. I mean, my LCS, if you were making $50, $60 a weekend, you could buy three Morgans here or there, or some Peace dollars, or I see it with that new stuff, at $25 a pop. You can buy a couple of those. So I gotcha. You just choose to spend your money on that instead of like Roblox and Fortnite. So what kind of stuff you gonna be selling in spring? Come on. There we go. Let me see what you got. A nice chunky steel. Power board. Coin roll searcher, what's up, buddy? Taking apart an internet switch right now. See a nice little power board. Copper wire. Not much on here. Transformer. That's probably about it. Some copper in this guy here. These capacitors are going to dirty aluminum. And this is a little aluminum heatsink. That's about it. So what's the coin roll searcher doing tonight? Jumping the streams too? Watching JB coins or Mikey DYDSS? Or Raven Hawk coins? Scrapping and searching for goodies. I'm talking y'all. Nice little switch. Yeah, filming a video. Oh, that's weird, kid. You got banned? Huh. Wonder what happened there. Ain't nothing much on this board. Little IC chip. Couple MLCCs. Some silver. Possible gold in these IC chips. That's a nice, nice beefy aluminum heatsink though. Get that guy, bad boy off there. Must have overheated. It's got some yuck inside of it. Should probably wear some gloves. I never do that because who knows what my skin is absorbing right now. Yeah, you can see it's all oozy right there. Some kind of oil. Alright, well that's the board. Deal with that later. Coin roll searcher. Stacking Kid's not going to tell you who that is. Not if you got banned. Like, it's that guy who banned me. Forget that guy. I like Mikey though, but he probably rubbed him the wrong way or something. He probably doesn't pick up on your humor, kid. See, this is a nice little power port. You can use these for projects. Surprisingly, his neck gear switches don't have much of anything in them. probably the best piece. All those LEDs. Each one has a gold bond wire in them. And then all the little ICs in the back. They might have a gold bond wire in them too. These things here have, I mean, the newer stuff, they have such a light plating of gold, but they'll still have a little micron. But it all adds up in the end. Then, chunky piece of steel. Okay. Let's see, I got a PC or some more keyboards. I have to go to the garage and get something else. All right, kid, I'll be here. Everyone hit the like. All three of us. Here, I'll hit the like too. Yay, that's 2 likes. Yeah, 3 likes. We've had 3 people, and we got 3 likes. So technically, that's 100%. I'm doing better than some channels. All right, let's see what kind of goodies we got in this bad boy. Corner roll circle, what are you up to? You can see what I'm up to. Oh, trapdoor. Uh-oh, stuff's falling out. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's the goodies. So, got going on. Oh, look at that CPU. I got enough. Actually, that's not a bad looking fan. I might want to save that. That's probably why the thing's crapped out. Or whatever. Destroyed that CPU. But look at all those gold pins, buddy. It'd help if I could get them in your line of sight. Ethernet port. Some IC chips. Some gold fingers. We'll take it. Nice chunky aluminum heatsink with a nice little CPU. See that gold? See it's so shiny. That fan's practically brand new. There's another fan. A little dusty, but usable. Power supply. Nice, lot of RAM chips in here. Oh, 2 giggers. They're actually probably worth a couple bucks. Sweet. Yo, what is up, Kevin Rose? How's your project coming along, brother? Only 2 watching. That means they came in, said, what's up? Gotta go. Got the beads done? Cool, man. That was some serious work you're putting in there. I'm doing all right. I'm just way behind on scrapping stuff, and I figured, what the heck, I'd put a live stream together and just scrap out some PCs and keyboards and talk with some fellas online. Yeah. It's a nice light scribe. Practically brand new. I mean, this one's relatively new, so I got, that light scribe DVD player probably works, so it's all right. Power supply, who cares? I get power supplies all day long. Cables, who cares? Motherboard, whatever. Nice chunky aluminum heatsink, and the CPU is trash, but I'll get the gold pins off of it. So that fan's brand new, so probably sell it for $1 or something. Doesn't sound like much, but you get 100 of them. I just got to make space for new stuff. Get power supply out of here. Yep, exactly. I go after PMs. So I was explaining to Kid like some of the stuff on here that I'd be looking at. It's crazy all the cables you get. I mean, like in this guy here, I mean, there's not a whole lot. It's kind of like a waste of time. I mean, there's some gold pins in here. And then you may have some in here, but they're very lightly coated, not like the old stuff. This aluminum heatsink, but the chip underneath it's junk. It's just what they call a flip chip. Some of these ICs here are tiny, but they'll have some PMs in it. And all these stupid aluminum heat sinks, but that's about it. There's not much on this board at all. Oh, thanks, Cornwall Searcher. I appreciate that. Hey, Stacking Kid, welcome back. Is there anything going on good out there in the YouTube world right now that I'm missing while I'm working? It's all good. I work today. Yeah, JB Coins. I was gonna go watch JB Coins too. I like his stream. He's a pretty cool guy. I like RFT, man. I wish I could siphon that guy's energy. I mean, he did a 6-hour stream, and the way he just goes, it's like, wow, dude. I wish. But I think his setup's pretty good. Like, my setup's awkward. I gotta look sideways here at the computer to talk to y'all. Work on a rickety little table. Yeah, nothing going good on this board. Probably not worth even touching. What are you saying? My stream is better, kid? Is it because it's just chill? Be done this one soon. Oy. LED, gold bond wire, little micro switch. Could have silver contacts in it. Thanks, second kid. I like to bring the chill. All right. PC's empty. It's got some, you probably can't see it in the stupid camera because the camera hates me today. But there's some gold pins in there. They'll come out pretty easy. I got a little tool for that. Same with these. These are plated. These are not. There's two in there that are plated. And there'll be some pins inside there. So we'll get all of them out. Hey, Vein of Gold and Silver. What's up, buddy? Going to work. Well, thanks for stopping and say hi. Yeah, I'm just looking for PMs out of my electronics here. And maybe I'm going to show some coin giveaway stuff. Or not giveaway stuff, but coin shop stuff I picked up. My lighting is terrible today. I got these like 2 months ago. I forgot about them. Been meaning to do a video. I'll share the preview with you guys since you guys are here. The three of you. I got this 2007 proof set. Kind of cool. President coins. They look awesome as a proof. They look like crap for real. Proof? Yes. Real? No. And then with that, you get the silver quarters, 7 silver proof coins. Cool. Get that 2007 Kennedy 40%er and that 2007 Rosie. And then you get the 5 quarters. They're pretty awesome. So I'll do a real video where you can see them really well. I figured I'd share it with y'all. Hey, what's up, Lake House Beach? Did you get my letter yet? And here, this was my Constitutional I picked up that day. Man. Got a nice 90%er. Nice and shiny. And I picked up some another shiny 64 90%er. The Rosies were really nice that day. They're like 64s, and that 64 Washington's very nice. That 64 Washington was very nice. These ones not so much. They're a little ugly. Got a 53. Some Mercs. So it all adds up. I love Mercury dimes. Love the sound of it. But like I said, I'll put together a real video of that. Clinton S in the house. Ha. So, Lake House, you said you got 2 letters for me? That's interesting. One should have had my envelope art. The other one was probably just a regular one. I think I sent you a sticker, and then I didn't mark it off on my list. I thought I did, but I was like, and I just got the inspiration to go ahead and draw that one picture. I sent that over to you. Wait till you see the one I sent Novus, though. Yeah, good for you, Clinton. You need to relax a little bit. Yeah, believe it or not, I was just sitting here and I got all of a sudden this inspiration to do some envelope art. So I was pretty sure I had already sent you one, and I was like, whatever. I just had the idea of the little lake house, beach house type deal. So you got another sticker, man. And I probably even wrote this. I probably almost wrote the same thing in there. Now that I think about it, sometimes it gets like, so crazy all the trying to remember who you wrote stuff to or who you talked to or whose thing you commented on. And what I do for work is a lot of talk, and scheduling and stuff like that. So that's why I need to make a YouTube calendar. That's why I had to write all your guys' addresses down, put check marks, that if I sent you a channel sticker. You probably could turn these keyboards into something, Clinton. Matter of fact, there's a guy, I think he's in like Ohio or whatever, he wants all the keys. So I'm saving the keys for that guy. Normally I would not waste the time to pull these keys off. But he asked me to save them, so I said, all right. I saw there was a guy online that does keyboard art. That's exactly what he does. He takes keys, paints them different colors, somehow makes these big portraits. Oh, thanks, Lake House Beach. I appreciate that. You know, I find actually the mail stuff can be kind of therapeutic in a way. I like it better in email. Sit here and it makes you think a little bit more, and you kind of get one shot at it. I have terrible handwriting. Lake House can attest to that. I got a really cool idea today, Clinton, of something I might send you that deals with kind of a scrapping thing. I just got to put it together. I was thinking about sending it to backyard scrapping, but then I thought you're kind of an artistic guy and you would kind of get it more. So I think that might come your way. Just got to do it. My Hell Week starts tomorrow. All right, Mr. Vein of Gold and Silver. Have a good night at work, sir, or a good day at work, because I'm not sure what time zone you're in. Make that money, brother. Get those bills paid so you can get that silver. Hey, mailman, how are you? I'm probably a little bit behind. I have not yet figured out a good design for my YouTube studio, if you will. I'm using my son's room. He's here every other week. So do stuff like this on the weeks he's not here. Kind of take his room over. It's so funny. I think about this. I think about Bill J. How he just sits there, he talks, he looks at the screen, says hi to people, and he's doing $50 hunts, and here I am popping keyboard keys. Ain't gonna find no silver keys, that's for sure. If you guys don't know who Clinton S is, check out his artwork. I've got a fancy piece myself. It's good stuff. I actually would buy some more of those pieces if I could. I'd like to have a big wall of the Clinton S. Because that stuff is fabulous. All you gotta do is put a month of your silver purchases away. And you too could have a Clinton S original. Money well spent. Clinton S gets big like a Pablo Picasso, man. You all be wishing y'all spent some silver money for some Clinton S. Man, I hate these keys. Why did I ever agree to getting keys for this guy? And watch, I guarantee I'm going to strip all these keyboards. And then he's going to say, oh, I got enough. Or I don't need them no more. Huh, nice. Clinton, you're a lucky man with that Sandy woman. I think you'd be a hot mess otherwise. This is where the silver be hiding, up in this keyboard. I already took the copper. Now I just got to find me the silver. I can hear American Idol. I think my family's watching that right now. Okay, no hidden screw. So who's still on the stream? I see 2 others watching. Well, I'm one of them. I got 3 in the stream, so it's me and 2 others. Ha! The stack kid. Well, you know what? I guess in a way we're kind of like YouTube family. So I don't know. Are we overrated, kid? You tell me. Tell me in the stream. Is the YouTube family overrated, or just the actual factual family overrated? Yes to both. We're all overrated. Fair enough, Mr. Kid. Fair enough. Now, do you say we're overrated because we're all selfish in the end, or all talk? Why do you say we're overrated? Dinner time. All right. Hey, you have a great night too, Clinton S. Have some dinner on me. Tell Sandy I said what's up. And I guess if Silver Giveaways is on later, I'll swing by there. Aha. Plastic. Only me now. I'm all alone. Trash. Silver. Hey, what's up, mailman? Got to the silver, my friend. The lag between my phone filming and the computer is about 10 to 15 seconds maybe. Yeah, so that's the silver. So eventually I will be getting all the silver off the Mylars. Take the steel. Little board. These LEDs should have a gold bond wire in each one of them. So later on I'll snap them off. The rest of it just junk. A little bit of wire, some ferrite, just goes in your steel. More plastic. I'm almost at 200 subs. I should be on some live streams tonight to try and push 200. Yeah, I've been scrapping for a little while. Do you mean like based on what I'm talking about in the keyboards and stuff, or do you mean like scrapping for a little while on the stream, or? This keyboard is gross. No, you're right, Lake House. Hey, I remember when you didn't have a lot either. I used to watch a lot of people before I actually ever made a channel. It's funny how we all started at 0, you know? You're getting ready to hit 1K. That's it, brother. You're on the way up. The thing I find now is, since I like so many channels back, you know, I sub so many back, it's hard for me to like find stuff anymore. Now I get the daily digest and stuff, but man, there's so many channels. And I guess that's what you have to use the bell icon for. You just got to pick the ones you really like and kind of swim through the sea of everything else. You see how gross whatever this is on this keyboard? Oh yeah, years. I mean, for scrapping, I've only been doing electronics scrapping for maybe 3 years. But I watch a lot of videos, and I'm also in a forum for refining and stuff, so I just haven't been really taking the chance with chemicals and stuff yet. I'm a little too disorganized, and I feel like until I can kind of figure that out, I'm not allowed to do the chemical thing. Like, I have to be 100% focused and serious on that, or it just can't happen. And I'm not there yet. Yeah, mailman. It's funny too. You almost feel like there's like this weird obligation to go on because you kind of get friendly with people in the streams and stuff, and then I feel like I'm kind of obligated a little bit. Like, I gotta go watch so and so's thing. They just put that out, and I gotta leave a comment and subscribe and help their channel and hope that they do the same for me and or whatever. And I find myself like every minute of the day thinking, man, I gotta check out, because I get it through my phone. So, oh yeah, I gotta get on there and watch this episode or something. The crazy thing is after a while, you start to see how a lot of the bigger channels, they all do the same thing over and over and over. Which at first I was kind of like, it doesn't make sense. But now I also see why it does make sense. Because who really goes back, 5 or 6 videos and, or not 5 or 6, but like 50 videos later and goes, oh yeah, let me rewatch that or whatever. You don't, because there's so much content coming out. You stay in the now, so someone can do the top 5 reasons to hoard silver, or top 5 reasons not to hoard silver, or top 10 reasons, or top 7 reasons. They change the numbers up, but it's usually all the same reasons. When I created this channel name, I wanted to kind of incorporate both communities, like the scrapping community and the stacking community, because they kind of go hand in hand. And the hoarding is the same thing. It's by definition, stacking is hoarding. Hoarding is stacking. And then it's supposed to be fun. We're having fun. I'm sitting here busting keyboard keys off, talking to you guys, keeping you entertained with my keyboard popping and my jaws a flapping while I'm scratching. Yeah, well, that's the thing, mailman. Someone with thousands of subs, I think what happens after a while is like you just then have to concentrate on getting the content out to maintain your viewership. I mean, and then there's probably, you probably have long-standing relationships with certain individuals, and it all depends upon what your channel does too. Like if you're a coin roll hunting channel, well, you're going to be more apt to stay in contact with certain individuals because they spend money all the time. And if you're just an entertainment channel, well, I guess if you see certain people on your channel all the time, that's the people you interact with. I'm not sure. Or you just do live streams and talk to individuals that join the live streams, and otherwise than that, you just are producing content. Because really, what are you going to have time for otherwise? I'm not messing with these keys. And this is going to be so nasty. So originally, I wanted to do this as a what's inside segment. I want to take something like this keyboard, right? And do a breakdown of exactly what I just did, break all the keys off, take all the different screws off. But then I want to put like the part number and stuff in the description, because the idea is if anyone had this keyboard and needed to know how to take it apart or put a new key on or whatever, they could search my video with the key with the part number, and it would pull this video up, and they go, oh, that's how you do XYZ, or that's what you look for, or whatever. Now I know like a keyboard or something like that's pretty simple, but you know, some people aren't inclined on. I don't think inclined is the right word I'm looking for, but yeah, I guess that is mechanically inclined. So, and I guess if you find some hidden screw or something like that, that would help, because I've found that before. Sometimes there's probably one right there, or it's a mold mark. And it's the mold mark, but the other thing is for the PM value, you could look and say, oh yeah, you could just grab the keyboard, type the number in, pop it up, and go, nope, I ain't gonna scrap that one because it ain't got nothing. Ain't worth my time. All right, good night, Lake House Beach. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Hey. Yeah, mailman. Exactly what you said up there is, you feel obligated because they become friends. Yeah, that's how it feels like that too. Some days it's like overwhelming, but in a way, it's like you just do it the best you can. You can't make it stressful for you, because then it doesn't become fun anymore. And fun is in my name, and I will continue to make it fun, or I will not do it. If it's not fun, no sense in wasting my time, because time is precious. I waste enough time sitting here taking these stupid things apart. Ooh, I need a little screwdriver. Good thing I got what I need. That's not what I need. Try this guy here. Yep. Yeah, overwhelming, exciting. I get excited to see what people come up with next. Take Clinton S's thing for example, man. That guy, dude, if you haven't checked out them paintings, man, unbelievable stuff comes out at what he does. And I really, I like artwork. I got a lot of pieces of different artwork from different people. And his stuff just blows my mind. So, nice little silver Marlar. And take it. Now you probably can't see it, but this has got some gold pins in there. It's got some gold pins on the end there. Nice flat pack chip there. Should have a couple gold bond wires in there. So, not completely wasted. We'll take it. And of course, like I said, LEDs, one gold bond wire each. Hey, Silver Fox, how's it going? Thanks for joining the stream. We're just doing a little scrapping of keyboards. I scrapped out a PC and a network switch earlier. Dude, the table is disgusting. I scrapped out a neck gear switch, like a 12-port neck gear switch. There's not much to them. Some heavy steel and a little tiny power board, a little telecom board, but not much to them. So as far as PMs go, man, it takes a lot. I mean, the yields are all over the place, so I don't, there's no real way to say how much of anything. I mean, most of your money comes out of copper and aluminum. I don't know if you were in here earlier. Like I got this CPU. It's gold plated pins, but I mean, it's microns, so it's not much at all. But it all adds up, slowly but surely. I'll probably get more for the fan, like a buck for this brand new fan. But it's cool, because once you throw that thing in acid and all those things come off, and you heat that sucker up and pop that cap off and get the gold bond wires behind there, they're microscopic and not, but like I said, it all adds up. And then add all these heat sinks up. That aluminum at 25 cents a pound, it adds up. And it's free. I mean, that's the difference, right? We're talking free. And now that I'm on YouTube and I do live stream stuff, right, it gives me content to either add to the channel or like I said, like this, I'm just sitting here BSing with you guys. Oh yeah, the Cisco switches. I have yet to get a Cisco switch, and I hear that they're pretty good. I mean, I can show you the board that I got out of that Netgear switch. I must have overheated because it's got some kind of garbage. I mean, there's not much to it. This IC chip will have something, bunch of small MLCCs that'll have a minuscule amount of either silver, palladium in them. And there's chips that are going to be behind this big aluminum heatsink. But I don't know if they're just flip chips that have nothing in them. That I'm not sure. But I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. There's nothing more. I don't know about the Cisco stuff. I mean, I know that chip right there will have something in it. But it takes pounds of that stuff to get a couple grams. But like I said, it's free, and it all adds up. I mean, I'm telling you, I am shocked how fast it just adds up. I mean, especially like wire and cables. Man, it's like wire and cables for days. Yeah, Silver Fox. If you're gonna get into it, it's kind of like it's an all in or not type deal. And then it gets to a point where, you know, you'll start getting overrun with stuff like me. Plus, if you're stacking and stuff is, you know, anything like you would be with electronics, next thing you know, it's like something comes along your way, you're like, oh, I can't let you pass that up. That's what happens to me. Like, I'm doing this to make room for 50 more hard drives. And it's like, do I really need 50 hard drives? No, I probably don't. And what am I going to get out of 50 hard drives? Bunch of aluminum cases, bunch of platters that have a micron of platinum on them. But the boards on them are really good. I think they go, if I was to sell the boards outright without doing anything to them, taking anything off them, like $7 a pound. Same with RAM. RAM goes for a decent amount of money. I think some RAM's going to like $17 a pound right now. But a pound of RAM is like 100 RAM chips, you know. And you usually find 2 RAM chips in a computer. So think about that. The sheer number of PCs and laptops. But with all those PCs, laptops, it comes with power supplies, cables. You know, they'll have CPUs and drives, and so that's what you get. All right, later, mailman. Sorry about that. I was probably busy yapping. So who's in the house? Stacking Kid and the Silver Fox. Welcome back, Kid. Still talking PMs. Busting down some more keyboards. My man Dave on the refining forum. Looks like I've been on here for an hour and a half. Jeez. I'll be pulling out RFT. Keep yapping and talking. Oh yeah. Big 100 pounds each, that's good. It should be fun. Lenovo. I'll probably dump this stream. I don't know if I'll save this on my channel. Because I don't know who's going to go back and watch 3 hours of me gabbing away. Probably get these keyboards done, then I'll be calling it quits. Gotta get something to drink. Clean up. Go put my spoils of war away. Around to the plastic recycler. And I gotta get a flat rate box and put all these keyboard keys in. I gotta make sure that guy wants them. All right, good night, Silver Fox. I got an early morning too, man. I gotta get up at 5. I feel your pain, brother. Have a good night. Kid, are you a Fortniter? I know you gotta be a video game. Hell no. Oh. Not a gamer at all? Sound like my son. He's anti-Fortnite too. He says Fortnite is trash. Yep, only some LEDs. We'll take them. Oh, there you go. There'll be some bond wires and that blob right there, buddy. I'll get that. Get a pair of channel locks and bender and pop that sucker right out. Oh yeah, kid, you were here for that early keyboard. Look at the difference in the color. See, that's silver. That's a silver keyboard. The one I showed you earlier was black, and I think I believe the black one's ferrite. So that's what I was saying earlier. I didn't think it was silver, unless it's already turned black from being wet or something, which is possible, but I don't think so. All right, that's another one down. Right, the last nasty keyboard. Until I go get the box of 30 of them out in the garage. I want a drink so bad, but these keyboards are so nasty, I don't want to touch my drink. I can't wait to go wash them, cleanse them of their disgustingness. So how many hours, kid, do you work on the farming? You have to work it every day between school and baseball and YouTube. We gonna find some silver up in here. As soon as I get these keys off my man Dave. Hey, what's going on, RC? Yes, I'm scaring. I'm scaring everyone away. That's why it's only us three now in the chat. I think you meant scrapping, but yes, I'm scrapping out keyboards right now. I'm keeping Stack and Kid entertained for a little bit until something better comes along. We're doing a little urban mining, if you will. Mining for silver up in these here keyboards. Doing pretty good too. Yeah, I knew RC. I figured you meant scrapping. I thought it was hilarious. Typos make for good YouTube. I like live streaming because I can usually play off pretty well on people's comments. And I usually have a good ongoing dialogue in my brain. Things to say. In case you're wondering why I'm taking the keys off, is a guy on a forum I'm in asked all the scrappers if they would save keys for him. Because I would not do this. Yeah, there's actually silver in here. I'll show it to you. Okay. As soon as I get these last couple keys out, I will show you the silver. And you will be amazed. It's not very much, mind you, but it's there. And it's either I talk to you on a YouTube chat, take this thing apart, scavenge the stuff that has the silver in it to get refined, or it goes to the landfill where it goes to die for the next 100,000 years, and they'll build condos on riverfront property that'll sink into the ocean and destroy the water sources and everything else that electronics do. Or they'll ship it over to some third world country where the poor people there will poison themselves trying to get a buck to feed their family, which is terrible. So I'm a micro scrapper. I kind of like that term. I saw someone else use it, micro scrapper. Take this little bits of stuff and dial it down into those incremental pieces, down to the smallest screw and nut and washer and every individual component. All right, let's get some silver out of this IBM. Yep. Yes, sir. There's gold in this keyboard, too. Now, mind you, when I say there's silver and there's gold, it is on a minute level. Very tiny. It'll take, for the silver, I don't know, it might take 1,000 keyboards to accumulate a decent, a decent amount of silver. I'd actually have to see if anyone has any yields on keyboard mylars. There might actually be something out there, because I think 1,000 keyboards, you might actually get an ounce of silver better out of it. I could be wrong, but I think that probably isn't too bad of a estimate. It might be more than that. So, in case you're wondering, neodymium magnet out of a hard drive. They are handy for picking up screws. Screws go in the steel bin. That all accumulates over time. 2 cents a pound. Doesn't sound like much, because it really isn't. But I do a bunch of PCs or something like that. Take them to take the steel to the scrapyard. I might get $5 on the steel. Something silly like that. Good thing is right next to my work, scrapyard. So I just throw them in the truck. Then lunchtime, I go down to the Royal Farms. They have great fried chicken. I get my fried chicken with my $5 of steel. Pays for my lunch. And a man's got to eat. No matter how you slice it, you got to eat. Plastic. All right, this one's got a little bit more. Got some ribbon cables. Got this big steel plate in here. It's got more screws to take out. Who's in here? Armando from the vault. So Armando, this is where scrapping comes in play. Hoarding is the stacking. Scrapping is the other thing. I'm scrapping out. I scrapped out a PC earlier, where I got this fine chunk of aluminum, this nice piece of gold CPU, and this little fan that will sell on eBay. But I'm doing keyboards right now for silver and gold, copper, steel. As a retired person, this would be a perfect hobby for you, but your wife would probably kill you. Or maybe she'd kill me for saying you should do it. I started this venture because I thought it was interesting also to do my part in trying to give back to the earth. I know it does very nothing, but you know, if 1,000 of me do something, or 100,000 of me do something, it'll make a difference. Better than going to the trash. No, I know you have a great wife. I wasn't meaning anything like that. I was mostly just kidding by all the stuff eventually you'd have accumulating in your house, and then that's when usually the wife is like, okay, enough is enough. But you are retired, so you'd have the time to actually do something with the stuff. Where I accumulate, but man, I don't have the time that I should have to have amassed all the stuff that I have. And that's where my wife gets angry, especially when she sees me bring home another box of stuff that's going to fill up my garage. So, nice steel plate. Aha! Now we have found the silver. Oh yeah. So there it is in all its glory. Silver. All those little traces in there, all those buttons for all those keyboards, buddy. Is on that printed on this Mylar, silver Mylar. Unfortunately, no matter what you do, because they don't recycle everything, you always find trash. And then you got 3 LEDs. They'll each have a gold bond wire inside of them. Some ribbon cable, so you'll have some copper. And then over on this guy here, Uh, in these switches here, there's probably silver contacts. There's silver in this crystal oscillator. Silver, possibly palladium in these MLCCs. Maybe gold in that IC chip. In this black blob here, there should be gold bond wires in there. And nothing on the back. So, all depends upon the manufacturers, but that's typical. What I just said is how that'll be. All right. That is the last of the keyboards for tonight. All right, so I'm in the I guess, pre-fining stage, collecting and breaking stuff down to the point where it'll be chemical based to extract all the different metals. Um, this summer, if you'd seen my 100 sub giveaway, I talked about some things I wanted to do with the channel, and one of the things this summer is I want to build a depopulator, which will take all the components off of the boards, and then the boards will get shipped to someone, and they scrap them for the copper and everything, because they're large scale. It's pointless for me to do it. Then all the components get broke down to your IC chips and stuff like that. They'll all get pyrolyzed, and then they'll get thrown into a ball mill, and then you'll sluice them out for the gold wires. Then they'll get refined. The chemical process is the very last thing that I'll get into, if I get into it at all. I just have to make sure that's right, because I don't want to get injured. I don't want to injure others. And I figure if I know there's small refiners that do it for 25% of the yield, it's almost worth me doing all the work, sending the powders to them, and then they just give me back what comes out of it. No, I don't have a Devil Forge. I watch Big Stack D. He's got one of them, and that's another thing I haven't yet purchased, because I want to start doing some silver pouring this summer. Um, I've been watching a lot of those, and I just got to go out and make the investment and just start doing it. I figure I can get that put together and no time flat. Yeah, correct, William finds pennies. It takes a lot of scrap for silver, gold, any of that stuff. I don't remember what the yields are, but on these Mylars, um, I think it takes. I can't even tell you really. Maybe 100 keyboards to get a couple grams or something like that. I mean, I think, and I believe the process for these is you take it off with bleach, and then there's a whole process to reclaim it. Oh, is it 500 keyboard? You may be right. I don't remember what the some of the numbers are. I was even thinking it was like 1,000 or something. Um, but it's I look at it like this: if I didn't go and take that PC apart it would be in some trash dumpster somewhere going to the local dump. And instead, this brand new fan here, I sell someone that can use it for a project on eBay for $1. This CPU here will get thrown in processing for these gold pins and uh, the chip on the other side. This aluminum heatsink will go to the scrapyard with all the other aluminum heat sinks for 30 cents a pound. You know, those keyboards, they add up. You put them in a box. Eventually, you get a however much, and then you just process them. So, all that plastic now, instead of going to the landfill, will go to a processing center where they'll shred the plastic and turn it into new products. At least that's what they're supposed to do. Or they'll just ship it to some country and dump it on their land, which is terrible, but I'm doing the best I can do. I find this thing to be therapeutic because I like to take things apart. I find it interesting to see how things are built, and I'm getting to hang out with people on YouTube and talk about stuff that I'm interested in and enjoy. So I don't really see where it's a lose situation. Yeah, Armando. See, really, I'm doing this right now because A, I have too much. I have 10, about 10 55-inch TVs I gotta tear down and get them out of my garage. And I have about, I don't know, 30 or 40 LCD computer screens and then I got more stuff coming and I gotta go pick up like 50 hard drives this week. So it's like the stuff doesn't stop coming. And the minute you sleep and don't get on top of it, it's like, ah. And I see stuff all the time. I have to like go away. I'm like, nope, can't get it. Nope, can't get it. Like my neighbor had a HD flat screen TV across the street, and I was like, I got too many of them. It's like I can't just go over there and grab it and throw it in my house because. And you're right. Aluminum copper is your biggest, you know, contributors to money. All the cables, um, all the aluminum heat sinks, aluminum casings, and then steel. Those are the three biggest things. Now steel is not worth much, it's 2 cents a pound. But I mean, steel adds up fast. All your cases and all your screws and all. I mean, every bit of it goes into a big bin, and when it gets full, like I said, I'll take it down and I'll get my lunch for the day. And right now I think I have like two big telecom boxes I gotta get. One of them has like 15 cards in it that got gold fingers on them, so I'm excited to get. And but they weigh too much, so therefore, right there with the steel alone, it'd be a couple 100 pounds. So that might buy like two lunches. Reviews and currency. What are you shipping out, man? And yeah, wearing a mask. I'll wear a mask if I'm doing anything heavy. This kind of stuff, I'm not really that worried about it. But if I was to be using an air hammer or something on that, for sure I would be. Or if I was doing anything processing wise, but just taking stuff apart, nah, I'm not really too worried about it. I don't have a lot of problem with dust and allergies and stuff, so I'm okay. Keyboards are nasty though. Big thing I should be wearing is some latex gloves probably. Hey, Corn King 19, welcome to the stream. Corn Roll Searcher back in the house. So what do you think? You think I should go grab something else? You want me to go grab something else and start tearing it apart? Something other than a keyboard? Cool. I'll check it out after the stream there, Coin Roll Searcher. Thanks for the shout out. So what do you guys think? You want me to grab something else? Something different? All right. Chat amongst yourselves, minions. I will be back. I will return with something that must die. Okay, I returned. Washed my hands so I can have a drink. I'm drinking the Arizona green tea. Oh yes, Coin King, check on the kitty. All right, so I brought us a ThinkPad. I guess it doesn't think any longer. Oh, well, it doesn't have a keyboard. That would probably be one reason why it doesn't think anymore. Okay. Let's see. I so wish I could listen to music, but everything is a community strike or this strike or something strike or Empire Strikes Back. I don't know. I have to sit here in silence, scrapping my life away. It's taken me like 3 hours or almost to get 11 thumbs up, and someone just left me. I had 7, I now have 6. We've lost someone. They're no longer interested in my meaningless ramblings. Cover plate. Stacking Kid is back. Coin King has finished petting his kitty. Mashora Williams Pennies is in the background. That's 3 out of 5. Coin Roll Searcher is probably bouncing streams. Boom. Thing with laptop spanners, there's so many screws. You'll be pulling on something and go, where the heck is the screw? I just can't find it. They're like everywhere. We took the RAM. How dare they? It's my goodies. Okay, how do we pop this bad boy port? Come on. Come on. The one crazy thing about laptops is this big piece in here is magnesium. It's the one like oddball metal. Big pieces of magnesium. Okay. Come apart, you swine. Okay, well, we'll just start taking stuff apart from the side. Give me your gold. Take this little telecom internet board out. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, gotcha, clean your room. Armando, I was just talking about that. What I have done now is I have a notebook, and I write down people's addresses and names in it, and I put a mark next to them if I've sent them a sticker. Lake House Beach was in earlier talking about that, saying how he received 2 letters from me, and I'd actually the second one. It was like probably like a week later. The second one, I got into this thing where I wanted to do some envelope art. So I sent out 3 envelopes with envelope art, and I had an idea for Lake House Beach, so I did one there, and I was really struggling with whether I actually sent him one or not. And then after I got it done, I was like, yeah, I already sent him one. I'm pretty sure, and that's what made me say I need to write this down. This is getting too much. And you know what's funny, Armando, is I thought that your sticker was so much bigger than when I received it based on looking at on your YouTube channel. It just seemed like it'd be this real big thing, but it's not, which is cool because it doesn't take up a lot of space. Oh yeah, William. I just do this. I have screw guns and I have all that stuff. I just do this to take my time. When I'm out in the shop, yeah, I go to town and there's stuff flying everywhere. And it's, um, I can knock out a PC in like 5 minutes, whereas here I think it probably took me like half hour. So there's some gold. It's all gold plated, gold fingers, some foils on that little bad boy. So now, what most scrappers will tell you is that scrap is the lowest value of any item, and that if it still works, that you should try and sell it. The reason why I do not is because this stuff is given to me by people for free in the idea that I'm scrapping it. So therefore, um, I don't resell it. Plus, I'm not really a computer guy, so I would hate to. I guess really what it comes down to is like with hard drives, people's data is sensitive, so I just didn't want to get into a big thing where I'm like selling PC parts, and if there's a problem, people thinking I'm selling their hard drives because that I don't sell, I don't power them up, I don't look at them other than to take them to bits and pieces. Because I will tell you, like all those fans I have, I probably have 1,000 of those little fans, and probably 200 power supplies. and you know, people could use them. They're not. I mean, they don't go bad for the most part. They left me with nothing now. No good stuff. They've taken everything. Any tips on investing in silver or scraps? Well, scrap stuff's free. If it's not free, it's not for me. There are guys that'll buy it, and that's all they do is they're scrappers. Um, I will say microwaves. If you can get scrap microwaves, you can make a couple bucks on them. Um, the thing with a scrap microwave, you can sell the magnetrons online for about 10 or 15 bucks. You can sell the switches that come in them online. You know, and then you get the steel and the copper. The only thing you got to watch out for is you don't fool around with the magnetron if it's bad. It's got beryllium on it. You don't ever smash that stuff. That's a serious health hazard. But yeah. As far as tips for silver, I would say be wise with your money. I mean, I know we're all on these pages because we're stacking silver or coin collecting or you know, but it's easy to get swept up. You got to watch that because then the next thing you know, if you got credit card payments, it's like, well, if you're looking at making money, you're losing money the minute you're buying silver, but you have a credit card payment. You're already losing because the interest is just eating up any profits you're going to make off of silver. Um, so I would not suggest buying silver on credit unless you're doing it as a flip opportunity where you know that you're going to buy, say like when that palladium eagle came out, that was a good flip opportunity. That's had I not gotten up late and forgot about that for some reason that day, I would have purchased that and flipped it the following week and made a good amount of money on it. But that's using other people's money to make money, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Um, but it can be if it doesn't work, you know, work out. It's just like anything. Everything's got risk involved. Yeah, Armando's right. Um, so you're age 13. I mean, you don't even understand the where you're at right now at age 13. If you were to stay in the mindset that you know you're going to be 65 one day, and that you're preparing for that now at age, I mean, you won't have to work. You won't be like me. I'll be working because I didn't have any of that. Um, anyone to tell me, hey kid, don't spend your money on X. I mean, I was into coin collecting then when I was younger. Um, but I didn't really keep up with it. I didn't, you know, put much thought into it. All I could say with that being said is stuff that you think is not going to be worth something, you'd be surprised. Stuff that when you're a kid that you take for granted. That we all look, and Armando can probably say this too. We all look back and go, "Man, I used to have that, and that's worth that much money." and then the next generation does it, and the next generation does it, and the next generation does it. It's amazing to me. You think at some point everyone would be like, oh, it's never going to be worth anything because someone's already saved it all or whatever. But nope, every generation happens. So, you know, wheat pennies were plentiful when I was a kid, everywhere. Or when Armando was a kid, I believe he said that, you know, you could still find Indian head pennies and stuff like that. And you right now, you have zinc pennies, but I tell you what, you might be surprised one day when pennies aren't even a thing anymore. And you're like, yeah, you'd be telling your kids or your grandkids, when I was a kid, we carried these things called coins in our pockets. And they gave us change. Well, what's that, Grandpa? All we got is a card. They might not have a card. They have a microchip. Or they might have a, who knows? And if you're into the biblical stuff, they call that the mark of the beast. Okay. These little mouse pads got some Enea gold on them, and sometimes they have a chip in them. Little ribbon cable. So yeah, William, you're right. So if you have a microwave or an old TV or something like that, yeah, you have to be careful. You have to ground out the capacitor inside them because if not, they can kill you. He is correct. That big and those big capacitors in the microwaves, you can sell those too. Yeah, William, I wish that they didn't make the system require you to use a credit card. I'd like to travel a little bit, but I mean, you can't go anywhere without a credit card. It's like impossible. You know, even with a bank debit card, they'll call you out on it and say, sorry, we cannot accept this. You have to have a major credit card. And like, it is a major credit card, but yeah, it's drawn on the bank. Sorry, sir. And then when you go to buy your house, they'll say, oh, sir, you don't have any credit. Your credit is bad because you don't have any. You don't have enough debt, sir. You can't get more debt, sir, without debt. Does that make any sense? Hell no. Is it true? Hell yeah. What are we going to do about it? I don't think we can do anything about it. There's a little bit of gold on the end of that ribbon cable. You could sell it on Facebook. There's some gold like channels on there. I would not recommend taking it to a local comic shop. I'd sell it on eBay first. I mean, local coin shop, sorry. Because your LCS isn't going to give you anything for it. I'd hold on to it. I mean, unless you bought it for investment. I mean, for a flip potential. If not, hold on to it. It's a nice coin. You know, but I don't know what your situation is. It's got to go. It's got to go. Nice, Armando. I only have about, what do I have? Maybe 3 grams. 3 grams of gold. Two and a half hours. This is a long stream. Move this up a little bit. Finally getting somewhere with this. Yeah, cash and a handgun. Cash is king. I mean, to be honest, in a SHTF situation, no one at that point is going to really care about gold and silver. I don't think. I think they're going to be more worried about food and bullets. Gold and silver come later. It'll be like going back to the old Wild Wild West. Trying to remove this heatsink here to get to the CPU. Pull this whole fan unit out. There we go. Crusty old fan unit. There you go. There's some gold pins in there. Little CPU. We'll take it. Add that to the collection. All right, Coin King 19. Have a good night. Yeah, I was really good about not buying stuff on credit until I bought my house. I was real good for about 7 years. Yeah. It's amazing how slowly you know they're taking money out of society, making credit's all the norm, all the rage. Cash is still king. But you know, every kid's got a credit card. Million little screws. Gridiron Guru, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's funny. I didn't think anyone would be interested in what, like, I know that part of my name was, the whole basis around my name was designed to do this. And I wasn't sure if anyone would want to sit here and watch someone rip apart a computer and just bullshit for hours on end. I guess I was wrong. So, it's cool. I'm glad that I can be of some entertainment value. Be nice if I could pop this thing apart. Doesn't want to let go. Got a hidden screw somewhere. I'll find it. Yeah, the coin roll hunters. I mean, I get it. I donate to those channels sometimes, and you just it's almost, you know, it's a form of gambling. Really, is what it is. You're gambling your money, taking a chance that you're going to get something out of it. And when you lose, it sucks, and when you win, it's cool. Um, but you know, to spend $25 and get a 40% Kennedy half, and that's all you get, is like, well, that's kind of a waste of money because you can get a 40%er for $4 at your local coin store. So, um, yeah, so that's kind of how I go with that. Now, there's those channels that do it. I mean, shoo, they got a lot going on to make all that happen. You figure they got to go get the coins, they got to spend all the time unrolling and wrapping, talking, and then shipping all the stuff out and keeping track of all that. And it's a lot of work for a little bit of, I guess I say a little bit of loot, but I guess if you sell a box of $50 for $250, and you put what are you putting out? You know, X amount and give stream giveaways, and you're also selling merchandise, stuff like that. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? We can talk about it. We're all adults here, except for the kid. But just talking about coin roll hunting. Likes, dislikes. Yeah, you're right, William. I mean, they do, everyone does use that lingo, donation, um, as if you're not really buying something, or you're just donating to my channel. Um, and I'm giving you something for free, or however that would be worded. But hey, everyone's got something. All right, I do not know where the missing screw is. It's in here somewhere. I cannot see it. It's holding me up. If I was out in the garage, I wouldn't care. All right. It just does not want to let go. There we go. We're getting somewhere now. Now we're cooking with gas. All right, more screws. Let's see. Yeah, gridiron guru, you're right. It's a hustle. Can't hate on somebody's hustle. And you do know what you're getting into. That's 100% correct. I know when I do it, I might be just giving it away, getting nothing. Just like buying a lottery ticket. Like William said. You win some, you lose some. That's why I go to silver giveaways. Because there, you're usually pretty close to breaking even. Dave and Susie hook it up pretty good. Sometimes I swear they must have a coin wrapping machine because they get more silver out of their stuff than almost all the other streams I watch. Starting to get silent in the house. Must be getting late. Well, what do you want, Mr. Henry? I hear you out there grunting. I got gold contact points inside these guys. We'll get them out of there later. This board's going to come off this magnesium here soon. Okay. I will find you, my pretties. Something's holding me back again. Okay, CPU board. What's holding me up? Something I can't see. No, it's not plastic. All right, later, Stacking Kid. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Armando, have a good night, brother. I'll see you on the next one, too. So, removing the gold, first you take the parts, that the individual pieces that have the gold, and then you use different types of acid processes to extract the gold. In a nutshell. It's really quite fascinating. There it is. Got the board off. So, not a whole lot on this this board. You'll see all these little IC chips. They'll have some gold in them. You'll have some gold plated pins right here, probably in here, maybe in this guy here. These will probably have some silver in them. These are tantalum capacitors. Some gold-plated pins in here, gold-plated spring mechanisms, but they're probably, I forget what kind of copper they are. There's a name for that. So, some nice flat pack chips, but they're tiny. But I think with the laptops, they contain more than some of the PCs. And the only thing we're stuck with now is this big piece of magnesium and the screen, which I'm surprised the screen hasn't popped off yet. I got some screws somewhere holding it. Who's left in the stream? Everyone's going to bed. As soon as I'm done taking this magnesium off here, I think I'm going to call it a night too. I got a long day ahead of me. There it is. Magnesium. And all we got left is the screen. All right, corner roll searcher. Well, thank you for hanging in there, brother. I believe that probably means William finds pennies is the last guy on board. William, I want to say thank you for stopping in, brother. I'm going to call it a night myself. All right. 3 hour mark. We hit 3 hours. Well, I'm going to end it here. Thanks for stopping in, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.